30 seconds and counting.
Hey, what's good, yo? Welcome back to another video. It's Anish. We have some updates on the Bradley Roby trade to the Saints. The Texans receive a 2022 third-round pick and a conditional pick in 2023, probably a seventh-round conditional pick. But in order to get that third-round pick, the Texans paid $7 million of Roby's salary, and the Saints will pay the rest of the $1.8 million. So, I mean, kind of makes sense since the Saints don't have a lot of cap space. And so yeah, I was hopeful that we are going to get a third round pick, and so I'm pretty glad that we did. And so yeah, this is a solid trade by Nick Caserio. I mean, paying that much of his salary, I guess it is like a little strange. I mean, we did that with Randall Cobb trade to the Packers, so it seems like salary isn't too much of an issue for us. And in terms of picks, we want to acquire as many picks as we can, and getting a third round pick is pretty nice. It's a pretty good trade, I think, by Nick Caserio. And best of luck to Bradley Roby. I hope he really balls out for the Saints. And yeah, and let's talk about our new cornerback acquisition, Jimmy Moreland, who we claimed off of waivers. He was released by the Washington football team, and he was quickly picked up by the Texans. And the reason why he was waived is because he was injured with a bruised knee, and then he was released from injury reserve with an injury settlement. But he will be healthy by week 1, so which is good news. And a lot of Washington football team fans are really kind of disappointed at this move by the Washington football team. And they said that the Texans got a great steal in Jimmy Moreland, and he is a pretty solid guy. I mean, he's really outstanding in run defense. He's a sound tackler, something a problem that has plagued us for many, many years, and especially when you go against Derrick Henry 2 times in the same year. This is going to come very in handy a lot. So, but yeah, Moreland has elite run defense, and he's had 1 interception in his career, 86 career tackles, and he was a former 7th round draft pick, but he plays way better than that. I mean, I think he will be solid. He played most of his snaps at nickel corner last season, 518 snaps. So I think he'll be decent for us. I think he'll make some plays, and I hope that the Texans could keep him for the future. And he's not super old either. Jimmy Moreland, he's only 26 years old, which is and in comparison to Bradley Roby, who was 29 years old, you can kind of see why they made that kind of move. I'm not saying Jimmy Moreland is as good as Bradley Roby, but I'm saying that it's just another like solid player to kind of fill in that void left by Bradley Roby. So, and he could be someone who we could keep for the future. So, yeah, I think this is a solid move. I think overall the Texans are kind of trying to evaluate who's worth to keep and who has value on the roster that's worth trading. We traded Keon Crossan. I thought he was definitely going to be a solid depth guy for us, but we traded him for a 6th round pick, and now we traded Bradley Roby for a 3rd round pick. And our secondary, I didn't expect us to trade players on our secondary because our secondary wasn't the greatest. And we need like all the help we can get. But if we're not going to be as competitive as like David Culley is trying to make us out to be, then I see why we're trying to like blow it up, but like slowly but surely, like gradually. Not going to be all like a fire sale immediately at the beginning of the season, but when you get, like I mentioned in some earlier vids, that when teams are racking up injuries, you see with the Ravens, they've been suffering too many like season-ending injuries. They might call the Texans and ask them if they have any players available for trade, and you best believe that Nick Caserio is going to make a lot of these players available. And yeah, and so I think the point is to just trade some of the veterans for picks, because we signed them on 1-year deals. So we're not going to be able to keep all of them. So if they're just going to leave us anyways, might as well trade them, right? So yeah, I believe that's the mindset there. And again, Jimmy Moreland, I think he's going to be really solid for us. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Let me know your thoughts on these moves. And as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Thank you all for watching. Peace.